the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to redefine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will feel free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that bastard. My bastard. There's this issue where I fire up Wavelink and my Stream Deck, and they somehow don't talk to each other. Anyway, I said, let's go right before the, hey, Michelle, right before the, the countdown timer. And then I said, happy Saturday. And then I started commenting on Lori said she worked nearly 7 days a week. And I said, so do I. I work 7 days a week. I work 7 days a week. And sometimes, 10 to 12 hour days or more, depending. But I know how that is, Lori. I know how it is. Hope everybody's doing good. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out on this Saturday morning. For those not in the, either lurking or maybe new to the channel, I am Grimskull, the super awesome pixel pushing samurai for David Foster Media. I also do graphics for Morning Invest, Overland Geeks. And so we have several members here, or members, but several friends, I should say, not members, friends from Morning Invest. Thank you very much, guys, for all the support and coming to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. We had Alex popped in a little bit ago. He's maybe still here. One of our former Creators Guild, now Creator Community ambassadors, as they're called at the moment. I don't know what those are going to be. And everybody, Creative Decisions, if you didn't see in chat, that's Ryan, another Ryan. Down in Barbados, another great friend of the show. Appreciate seeing you, Ryan. So why the reason for the name change? Just curious, like David says, just curious. It gives you that kind of more professional, Dr. Energy, hello, sir. Another great friend of the show. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Lori. And there is that saying, right? If you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. I said that, and somebody got really super mad at me one time and really dressed me down like, I don't know. It was that whole privilege thing, right? I'm not one of those people who seem to have privilege. Right? When you grew up, and several years your dad's heating the house by boiling water so that there's steam, because you can't afford to get the heat fixed, and you're eating all manner of flavor of soybeans. I would never have considered myself privileged growing up. Understood, Lori, but here's the thing. David will tell you this too. if you are waiting for everything to be perfect, you are going to continue to sit there and not do anything. Okay? And you cannot look at it as don't like doing a job halfway. You have to think of it as stages, right? You're always going to find things to try to improve with your content and your streaming. But even still, just start doing it. Just start doing it with whatever you have. Even like I am, even today, this morning, I am still, again, you're never, for me, again, speaking from experience, never gonna always feel like you're prepared, right? I hardly ever feel like I'm ever truly prepared. And just what I'm saying, Lori, is start doing something. Start doing it with what you have ready. Certainly, and with the mindset that you're always going to be tinkering, you're always going to be trying to improve, all that stuff. Just don't wait. Stop waiting. Now, if you tell me I just don't have the time because I'm working too much, I totally get that. And as David said, I'm going to be a little tough love here. I'm going to try to. I'm giving you. Hey, what's up, Enderfleet? I'm giving you a bit of, tough love. It's like if you're always thinking you're not ready, and that you don't want to half-ass it, then you're always going to be waiting. Oh, sorry to hear that, James. My sincerest condolences to you and your family. And your cousin's family. But Lori, just start doing some content. Start doing it. Yes, they are, James. I agree. Hell, I was tinkering with stuff today. What? I don't know. She's not here yet, but she may be. Yeah. I'm my first kind of stream was done with what I had on hand with me and my kid. It looks terrible. My stuff is, and then I started trying to do the game streaming, kind of a game Twitch streaming, and, horrible. But, even in my videos, right? My videos, I don't do a lot. As I had lunch with my best buddy, Doug, yesterday, anytime, James, man, your family. My buddy Doug, we were at lunch, and he doesn't come to my streams. He sleeps late. Where's Becky? I don't think Becky comes here too much. I've seen maybe once or twice, maybe, but she doesn't kind of. She hasn't been around in a few streams, which is fine. This is not everyone's cup of tea, but everyone's welcome. My but my buddy Doug was like, he's like, man, it's like, you do these long streams, and it's like I can't sit there and watch them all. So here's my plan. My plan when I first started getting into this was to do stuff like David, that would just do videos, which I still want to do, but I never seem to have time. So I stream, when I have time to kind of do that. It's like David said, I do more of a nurture thing, but I need to do videos that people are going to watch if I want my YouTube channel to go anywhere. Talent. No, I wouldn't even call it talent. No one will accuse me of being talented. Glad you got your car back though, Michelle. And I'm wondering that too. What happened to the car? What happened? Where was the car? Lifters, got it. I mean, that they pretty much had to take the engine apart to fix those, right? Thank you for accusing me. Yeah. I appreciate that. Anyway, so even today, like before the stream, I was tinkering with, tinkering with my layouts, right? I just kind of was not happy with kind of the look of a few screens, so I went and tweaked my my web graphics stream. That you can't really tell that's the web. There we go. There we go. Wait, I should have checked. I should have been really careful before I pulled up my YouTube page. That could get me into trouble. Could get me into trouble. Let's scroll here. So far, so good. All right, yeah, good, yeah. Nothing incriminating. Oh, well, that's not too bad. I mean, that's just Top Keck is like the streamer thing. Oh, I don't know where that Playboy Bunny thing came. I don't. All right, so not too bad. Not too bad today. Oh. Well, I'll just no. I don't. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to see that. All right, cool. All right. Whew. I mean, you do a search here for certain words that that are totally innocent to use, right? You do a search of totally innocent words, and it just populates your whole screen with cleavage. It was cleaver. I was looking for cleaver because David was talking about the cleaver, so I was looking for you know, best. Okay. Well, I was talking about, I fixed that screen though. That's what it was. I had a really thick border for the web, and it's just one of those kind of weird, because I don't have a lot of you know, the subscriber, all that stuff. You know, I've got my you know, it's the latest subscriber, new subscriber. Best Cleaver footage. Yes, that's what I was looking for. So I could probably put all my socials down here and move that up a bit, but yeah, I can't wait to see how the channel looks once you get your graphics in there, Ryan. So I kind of redid this screen a little bit so that it could, you know, looked a little better. That I can, because I wanted to make use of more of the screen. It just felt kind of small. And I've also let me go to Duo. You see, I used the merge. Cheyenne! Oh my God! What is up? How's it going? I'm sorry, folks. I'm diverging from where I was at. Cheyenne Garrison, a former employee where I used to work, who has moved on to bigger and better things. How is it going? You guys are going to change the name of your show, Alex? Yeah, everybody say, give a good hello to, good morning to Cheyenne. Showdown, is that what you got? Oh, a good designer is me. You're a good designer and you're all right. Very talented. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. And you know, I see my Facebook feed every now and then. You know, you're popping up. You know, pictures of you and the man, and doing things. Good to see you smiling. So, the Politics show, man. What have you thought of any names? I'm sure you have. Just again, just curious of what names you're thinking about. Unapologetic probably wouldn't be a choice, although it fits, right? Crossfire with Alex and no, that's not going to work. Can't use the 5 because, you know, there's only 2 of you, right? Tory or Tories. The deplorables. May not know. Unfiltered. Yeah, well, you know. Mildly offensive. Or is that taken? I don't give a F about your sensibilities. That may be too long. I don't know. Everybody, be sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd heard that somewhere before, but yeah, Elijah, Elijah does have that. Damn. Yeah, that'd be something to think on for a while, right? So, all right. So I'd cleaned up my web, which there's no web here showing. There you go. My web screen. I then I wanted to kind of clean up my my what I call my duo screens, my share screens that I'm showing my and I use the merge on that. So my duo screen where I will show like Photoshop and then my secondary screen, and then I created a new screen for that so that I could switch between the two. Because a lot of times when I'm working, right, I'm working on my main screen, but if I'm in, if I'm using Premiere or After Effects, I use dual monitors. You know, I use dual monitors, so I wanted to be able to switch between the two so that if I'm working in my timeline and want to focus on show you what I'm doing in my timelines, I can do that, or my secondary screen. All right, let's just pull up After Effects real quick. Hopefully my system doesn't crash. I'm getting a second PC. I am getting a second PC. Through a generous support from a benefactor. I will be getting a second PC so that I can have a streaming PC that is mainly that handles all the heavy load of just the vMix and the streaming stuff. And then I'm getting a new production PC that is going to be where all my graphics programs are and the gaming stuff that I kind of want to do also. So, and that's coming in the middle of March. And then hopefully by April. I'll have that up and running, and that way I can do a little bit more without taxing my system when I'm running my, different programs. All right, so here's the example. I'm in After Effects. I'll open a program or a project here real quick. If it'll open. Come on. Come on. I didn't start my fonts like a good one. So with After Effects, you see I've got my main screen that I work on. But I have a dual monitor set. Well, I have a triple monitor setup, but I have dual monitors when I'm working. And I put my timeline on the other screen. And, if I'm pointing something out, it's hard to see on that secondary screen. So I set it up to be able to switch between the two. And then I can go back. So, yeah, that's what I kind of worked on. I did that this morning. So that's one of those things is you're always tweaking your show. You're never really, never really done. Well, all right. I was hoping Kevin was going to show up at some point because I am. Well, probably just go ahead and work on the one logo. Let me shut. I'll need to shut some of these programs down. Here's something really quick I also wanted to do. Let me shut down Photoshop. Wait, that's untitled, so no, I don't need that. Save changes to this. Yes. Kevin probably doesn't show up because he doesn't want to be put to sleep. That's what usually happens. I put him to sleep, apparently. Like I've done all you guys. All you guys are asleep. Why? Why are you? Wait, there. See, there. My whole thing is not working. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Okay.
There we go. We are back in business. Screw you, technical issues.
All right. Let me close Photoshop. Close After Effects. Don't save. Start up my fonts. That means you're going to need a new logo, Alex. And Interfleet, you were saying you need to update your branding. It's a little bland. I don't know. I'd have to take a look at that. I need to take a look at. There's a couple folks that want me to take a look at their stuff. I need to get on the ball with that. All right, waiting for these fonts to install. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here. I am Grimskull, the super awesome pixel pushing samurai for Overland Geeks, and your graphic sensei. Hat tip, Interfleet. David's website's good. There we go. Website's come along good. You know, I think it needs to be, you know, continue to get in there and kick the tires. Some, but it'll get there eventually. There's something that's bugging me really bad right now that I'm going to fix. Really bad. Really, really bad. Really. I don't need an audition open. Boop, boop. There we go. I need a cleaner background for my desktop because, well, I like the logo and everything on there. It's just kind of distracting. Got a lot of interesting. Let's see, desktop background. That's all right. We're going to leave that way. Let's go to. If you ever pass the digital husk billboard on North Overland, that's my work. Yep, I wait. If you ever pass the digital husk billboard on North 41. North 41. All right, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, I think that did that apply to every single one? I think it did. Squirrel, yes. Exactly. That's what is exactly happening right now. Squirrel. All right. Much better. Real quick. All right. All right. North 41. Are we going past the airport? Are we past Diamond? Are we is it around Lynch? Where is that digital billboard on North 41? Give me the closest intersection. North of Birch. North of Birch, okay. Birch. South of Mount Pleasant. Okay, south of Mount Pleasant. So I know Mount Pleasant is right about here. There's Baumgart. And there's Birch. All right. Is it on the right or left side of the road? All right. That's 57. North of 57. All right, that's right off of 57. That one? That, yeah, that the husk. Okay, now I know where you're talking about. Yeah. East side. Yeah. Oh, now it's covered by the trees. All right, right there. That's it. In front of the Cummins that's a digital. Is that a digital billboard? I probably know that because, you know, this is my neck of the woods. In fact, there I am. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, the cars kind of disappeared. They're there. Now they're not. Everything disappeared. The clouds, everything. Wow. Anyway. So yeah, there it is. There's that billboard. Cool. I will pay attention to that now. Can't really see anything here. Nice. So let's pull up the logos that I was planning on working on today. Oops. So we've been working a lot with like trying to do some abstract ideas for Kevin Michael Reed's Project Lab, but we are also working on Kevin Michael Reed's logo for his stream, and then create some streaming graphics for that. We created kind of a set of icons, which I am not really particularly fond of the icon I created for broadcast. I keep reading that need a squirrel transition, and dang you, Tipsy Toaster. Now I'm wanting to create one. Thanks for helping to continue the squirrel. Because now I want to create a kind of I can hit a button and go, the squirrel comes up and screams. And if it was on Twitch, you could do it so you could use channel points to control it, right? Yeah, the audience could go, spend some channel points, and the squirrel would pop up and scream at me. That would be kind of funny. I don't know that you could do that on YouTube. There might be a way to do it, but I don't. All right. All right. Somebody comment on that video, on my video, and say, don't forget the squirrel project. Project Squirrel. I think maybe Jez, Jeremy from the Jez Show would have some ideas on that too, because that's kind of his. It's the Squirrel Squad over there. Now that I've mentioned him, be sure to go check out the Jez Show. But all the icons I like. Kevin seems to like them, but likes this, so I really want to do something different. I'm going to go to web. Go to web. Broadcast icons. All right. I think yeah. Let's just do that. We'll do something. I wanted to do a tower before, but I'm thinking something simple like that. I really need to look into the if this then that. I really need to look into that. But it's mentioned a lot, and I know it's something you can use to do kind of create interactivity. So I need to really look into that. So yeah. Here's some other, different broadcast icons. I just wanted to try not to create something that just looks like a wireless symbol. My idea was more like the satellite, a satellite image. I can go to Envato. Let's go to Envato. And Joe, I managed to avoid it there. I managed to avoid the squirrel. I was about to type in if this then that or whatever, IFTT, and go look at it, but I I am. What? I don't. Maybe I'll DM you with that question. I don't know if you want to get into like, you know, what's going on with BU Network, you know. So because, you know, I'm curious, but you know. Not trying to sound mysterious or nefarious, just, you know, things may be happening where you're going your own way. And anything I can do to help, let me know. Let me know. Okay, yeah. Envato. Sorry. Squirrel. Broadcast icons. That's an idea. All right, that's an idea. Let's try that. Let's go over to my thing. Be still there. Weekly uploads of it. Still doing some podcasts, and we'll only take on projects we are interested in. And I'm missing the podcast. I keep wanting to. I'm waiting to get back into your streams. All right, so looking at what I was just looking at, I kind of want, yeah, I do want to kind of have a tower look to it. So let's, I'm going to make a copy of that. And then, did I create a square anywhere? Yeah. I'm making a copy of the duplicate of that square. I'm an illustrator, so Illustrator is a vector-based format, which a vector-based program is. It uses lines and fills to create art with. Instead of using pixels, you know, small pixels to create art. That's what Photoshop is. Photoshop is a bitmap program. Illustrator is a vector-based program. For example, I can go up here and let me create another artboard real quick. Yeah, great idea. Great idea. So I'm just creating an artboard here. I'm gonna create So when you're creating artwork in Illustrator, you're using lines and fills, basically. points, you know, points that you can connect together to create, you know, elements and objects or whatever. You can create all the basic, you know, squares, ellipses, some polygons, right? And these are all objects with points, lines, and fills. Yes, you may say hi.
Hi.
There you go. Now you can say hi.
Hi.
Too bad Steph isn't here. She, hey, what's up, Wicked? Steph was quite excited when I said I had a guest the other day. She was expecting my girlfriend, and then my girlfriend's daughter showed up. She seemed sort of disappointed about that. I don't know why. All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See, that's I need a squirrel, right? Need a squirrel. The squirrel there would have worked great. So you use lines and lines, points, and then fills, right? Right now, those are just lines. You can then move points, right? Yes, it is the Hoovian girl. Oh, I'm sorry. Itch. Oh. Now, you have your lines, which you can call them strokes too, right? Good morning, Hans. Then you also have fills. A fill of a. So I'm going to go in and fill that with red, right? And these are it's all mathematical kind of stuff. No matter what you do, it's going to stay, you know, sharp. No matter what size, any of these, you can sit here and size them down and then size them back up, and they stay crisp, not like bitmap images. Where if you scale them down and back up, like in Photoshop, whenever you take an image and you scale it down and then you go, oh, I want to make it bigger, and make it bigger, and all of a sudden it's fuzzy. It's because it's having to fill in those little pixels. This does not use pixels. Now, say you create an artwork, your artwork in Illustrator, you can export it out as a bitmap, like a JPEG or a PNG as you need. But what the advantage of using vectors to create logos is that if you save the After Effects file, or not After Effects, but Illustrator file, you can size that up and down as you need, and it retains its resolution, right? So that's the basics of it, right? That's the basics. It's a quick basics. There are a lot of, I know a lot of fans of the Power Rangers. I've never myself not been, you know, I was never into them, but yeah, they were popular. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to create a bit of a tower. So I'm going to create a polygon. and make it a triangle. I'm going to turn that white. I'm going to curve it a little bit. Then drag it down. I then want to create something that looks like, scaffolding or framework. And I'm just going to use my rectangle tool. I'll turn that black. I'm going to rotate it a bit. Then make a copy. Hey, got my first what does that stuff even mean? Heskov, Kurgi, whatever. I mean, now that you're here, you idiot. Voret, what is that? Has anybody figured out what the hell that shit is? There we go. I'm really so curious that I'm gonna squirrel it.
There is a new comment bot on YouTube that comments with very bad links. This channel comments on every single new video that's uploaded to YouTube. As you can see here, this video was uploaded like very recently. It only has 1 view, and this person commented basically when it was uploaded 15 minutes ago. They commented this scam. They put a timestamp in the video, and then they also put a weird link to Overland or .net or something like that. Do not click this link, okay? I want to say that right now. Do not click this link because you have no idea what it does. It probably grabs your IP or something. We're going to look into that in this video. And also, we're just going to sort of look down the rabbit hole of these comment bots exactly and figure out what's going on. So click subscribe for more weird YouTube comment bot videos like this. So yeah, I was on my second YouTube channel, Timework Shorts, with 2 subscribers. I guess I haven't announced it yet. Go subscribe to Timework Shorts. We're going to be doing shorts just like every other YouTuber. So I was on my second channel looking through the comments, and I got a comment from someone, which is kind of weird because this channel is completely dead. It has like no comments on it, so this was weird. And so I looked at it and I saw, oh, Emma Menard commented 010 and then a link. So if you click on 010, it just like redirects to a certain part in the video. So I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's to show that the comment is about the video, so it's not spam and it tricks YouTube. But then they comment a link. And so they're expecting people to click on this link, and it's for very bad reasons. So we're gonna look into that.
This is like almost a year ago.
The YouTuber.
So not what I really was looking for. How about this? Let's support Google. What is this comment for? It's spam. Yeah. Yes, I know we can. Let's see. We'll report it as spam. What is comment? I get comments like this one. What is this? It doesn't tell me. Reddit. Let's Reddit. 2 years ago. No, that's not it. Oh, apparently maybe it's a sentient species inhabiting the mid-rim of the world vortex. I don't know. I'm not finding anything about what it really is. This is really, really... really perplexing. All right. All right. I shall investigate this later. Crazy shit. All right. Back to the important stuff. All right. So I created this, triangle, made it curved a little. I've also created a rectangle, or kind of a part of my line. I'm going to create a copy of that. And then I'm going to go to my rotate tool, but then click and hold down the toolbar and then go to reflect. Then I'm going to click and drag down so that it kind of flips it. And I select both of them, and then I'm going to center them so they both look like, so they're like an X. We got an X, right? That's basically what it is. Then I'm going to maybe... There we go. I like that. Let's take those. We're going to use my Pathfinder tool, union those, and then take that and the triangle, and then we're going to do a cutout. We're going to minus the front. What that's going to do now is basically create this shape so that it has that X cut out of it. I like that. I like that. Now we got a nice, tower looking image. Now I want to create some broadcast. I had a circle here. I did it before, right? I was using I was using this. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way that was turning out. Here's my other attempts, till I came up with this kind of final one. But I just don't like the look of that. It's not, I don't know, not working. It seems those other one that copy your name are in the reply to comments now because they got slammed for copying channels. I need to look at my comments more too. Starfleet Crossing Guard. Yeah. I'm going to turn that stroke to white. I want it a certain thickness though. Maybe that thick. Let me make a copy that's going to make a copy of it. Yeah, and then there's I don't know which ones it is. Did I get another one? Did another one show up? Or oh no, that didn't show up. I viewed it. I want something that looks like broadcast, like those circles. Kind of looks like a big eye, doesn't it? There we go. Good morning, Jason. I am trying. I am certainly trying to share some skills. Okay, this is close, but we, I think. Nice. I would like to sleep in, but that means I would not be at this. I'm going to make this a compound object. Object, compound path. What that enables me to do is then maybe take another polygon, right? And then I don't want a star. I want the polygon. Polygon. And there we go. Now, with that polygon, I can now maybe mask out a little bit. Let me make that like red. Right click, clipping mask, but I want to reverse that. All right. Let's go back because there's a way to select those, make mask. I want to invert it. Wait. I want to invert it. Or clip, but invert it. Why isn't it inverting it? Or is it? Is it? Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Hold on, let's try it. Let's do this. Why is it not selecting anything? There we go. Now it's going to let me. I don't know the ins and outs of that tool just yet. I really got to work on that one. All right. Because what I want to do is get rid of or move those and then move this new one over here. But see, it's showing, it's like there's a transparency still there. What did I do? What did I do? There's a transparency that okay. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing wrong because, all right, listen up real quick, folks. Real quick. And a lot of times I'm not thinking about this because there are a few ways to do masks in Illustrator. So I'm going to create, I've got my rectangle here, right? I'm going to create a star tool or use the star tool. I'm going to make it green. So you have two shapes, right? So, oops, you have two shapes. So you could take one shape, select them both, go up to your object, and do a clipping mask, right? This is a clipping mask. I've taken that star shape and then clipped it with the rectangle. Now, when you are on the clipping group, you can go up and choose, like up here, the clipping path or the contents, right? So I can sit here and move this contents around, and the clipping path stays the same, you know. Or you can edit the clipping path. Again, with Illustrator, you can move points, right? That sort of stuff. So I'm creating a clipping path when I'm doing that. But what I did over here with this, because you can see there's some, you know, parts of that objects that are obviously there and showing, but we don't want that, right? But what I did was I used the transparency tool and created a transparency mask, basically. I'm going to release it, right? When you're creating a transparency mask, as opposed to a clipping mask, the colors of your mask matter, right? I'm going to make a copy of this red square. I'm going to take my star. All right. Hey, Xanthi! Please go check out my sis from another miss, Xanthi. She's doing a little bit of this and that these days. Some gaming. A little bit of tutorials. If you've seen David's website, you are looking at some of her handiwork. All right, so I can select these two, and then I'm going to go up to object and clipping mask, make, right? All right. So that was a red triangle that's clipping out this green. So, but you see it's using the object itself to clip the star. But when you're using a transparency mask like I was just messing with, right? the color, the transparency masks work like masks in Photoshop. And you got to understand, masks are alpha channels that are on the black and white grayscale shading. So this is looking at this as more of a color shading and not a mask. So I need to turn this. 'Cause remember two things, right? Two things. Black conceals, white reveals. If you see any errors, bugs on David's website, you can send everything to... Yeah. Well, see any errors or anything on David's website, it's because David was tinkering with it. Maybe. I don't know. So we want to change this the color of this rectangle or triangle to black, all right? So now that it's black, we can select our two objects there, make mask. I'm then going to invert it. Oops. All right, so now I'm gonna zoom in, and it did clip it. All right, it clipped those tails off now. See? Let's make it more prominent, right? I'm going to oops, that's dragging the whole thing. I don't want to drag the whole thing. I kind of want to move these points. So I'm going to move this point out. I kind of want to move both of them. It's not going to let me. So let's try. We're going to scale it. We're going to do the scale. We're going to use the scaling. That should. There we go. Now I'm scaling it using the transform tool out. So now it's giving me the effect I want. I have nothing to do with that website at all. Nothing. Very little. And I resemble any of those remarks. I am offended. I'm going to get more coffee. I apparently missed that discussion. I need to go watch some replays on these discussions. I caught the tail end of the last stream, but of Xanthi's stream. Oops, excuse me. What is going on? Oh yeah, there we go. So I got this nice new, but I want it. Maybe make it a little. Oh. Like with all the other icons, they kind of break the bounds of the boxes. So I sort of want this to break the bounds of the box a bit while still looking like a broadcast icon. I want to bring in this a bit, down a bit. I think I'm liking that. I think I am liking that. I'm going to make a copy of it. I'm going to take those two and make a compound path out of that too. Oops, that kind of messed up my thing, didn't it? Or did it? No, it didn't. Yeah, it did. So let's take this. Let's expand it. Expanding it should get rid of the masks, or let's do this way. I like where that's at, so I'm going to release it. This is a compound path. I'm going to use this to cut out the front. There we go. So let me get rid of that. Now if I select both of those, do you have a NAS driver? Yes, I do. I have a Synology and I have a 16 terabyte well, it's not a 60. Well, squirrel. Let's see. Give me a second here. Give me a second. It wasn't cheap. So this is what I got. All right, Jason, we'll catch you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. The Synology 4-bay NAS disk station DS418. It comes with no discs in it. Okay, it's like $500 or $400. I then bought two Seagate Iron Wolf's 8 terabyte NAS internal hard drives, 7200 RPM. And the reason I went with the SATAs instead of maybe solid state, right? Is solid state are expensive when it comes to storage. At least when I was looking at these, I could get way more, a lot more storage. Like this is an 8 terabyte drive, and it was only 180, whereas lessers would have been more. If that made sense. I would have went with solid state. I would have went with the SSD, with the SSD drives. If I could have got the same amount of size. Like this is an 8 terabyte drive. And SATA, I might have used that wrong. SATA is like the connection. I'm just saying I went with the 3.5 inch mechanical drive and not the solid state drive. Eight terabyte SSD drive. I mean, look, you're looking at a Samsung 87 QVO SATA 3 2.5 SSD, 8 terabyte is almost $800. And I wanted two. And I wanted two. So I got two of these Seagates. Yeah, I got two of these Seagates at 180 each, and to give me RAID backup. So if one of these drives fails, I have all my storage is awesome, Jason. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I've got two more bays, so I could buy two more of these drives, and I could have a total of 16 terabytes rated, so that if any of those drives fail, or at least one of those drives fail, I still have my data that I can recover. So that's why I did that. So setting up NAS drive and the storage. It could be, Joe. It could be. Possibly. It's noisy, though. It's really noisy. And it's for storage. It's basically to keep storage, to keep files on. I have another drive that I use as my project drive. And most of my other drives that I work with are SSD. So anyway. So there, yeah, that's my NAS setup. So I'm going to take these two elements. I'm going to create a compound path again, make a compound path, and then I'm going to take that compound path boom, and cut it out. I'm going to align the tops, and then make sure I'm going to make that the kind of the same size, because they all need to be the same size. All right. Good enough for government work. So there's the old broadcast icon. I don't like it. Even if Ryan, even if you get like just 8 terabytes or 4 terabytes, you know, I'm trying to think of, do you need it? Do you need a NAS, or can you simply just get away with 2 drives that one you back stuff up to? In your case, I guess, like for your church, yeah, I'd probably, yeah. Yeah, I'd get one. You can start off small, but it's an investment. All right, I'm gonna let's put in our new one. SSD versus HDD. If your home network, and I got to remember that distinction, SSD versus HDD, got it. If your home network and all devices attached to NAS are not capable of 10 gigabits per second, you don't get the benefit of the speed of SSDs. Got it. And I think for me, because basically this NAS is mainly used by me on this PC and I've got 100 gigabit switch or 1,000 gigabit switch. Is it 10 gigabits or 1,000 gigabits? 10 gigabits. A 10 gigabit network doesn't sound very yeah, I would suggest getting 2 jump drives, Ryan. I mean, these are kind of old, but you know what I'm talking about. Like these smaller jump drives. I've got an SSD one that I was using to take stuff from here to work. Yeah, I'll probably get my numbers mixed up in my head, Joe. So I'm gonna go with what you say. Yeah, 1 gigabit switch. Yeah, I've got a 1 gigabit switch. Yeah, that's the one I got. I mean, look for one that's gonna, be cost effective. All right, yeah. So I have this. Which is just fine, right? It's just fine because I am not. There he is. Yeah. So, but I do not have the solid state drives in that NAS. So, yeah. So I'm good. I mean, I didn't get the solid state drives. So, for the NAS. So I'm good either way. So, it worked out, right? It worked out, Joe, that I did not get the solid state drives because if I can't take full advantage of it with a gigabit, a 10 gigabit switch. Why no music? What do you mean no music? I hear music. But yeah, I don't see, well, I hear music. Is that better? Let me look at, shortcuts. Why do I have two rock talks? Let's try that. I go to rock out. I just set it to 35, so, well, that's 70 something. And that's the 35, so. Nope, 65. I got the Rock Talk 65. All right. Rock Talk. So this is rock. I need to edit that and say rock out. Rock out. Okay. Let's let's split the difference. I'm going to go 75. All right. So rocking out. That's really loud for me. Talk rock. There's my talk rock. I always feel like when I adjust my headphones, I'm having to, I then don't hear what everybody else is hearing. But I guess I should just look at my auto meters. So I did a few things, you know, not that it's anything fancy. I fixed my web screen a bit. I made the border a little thick, but it doesn't look centered top to bottom. No, this is all straight through wavelength. No, I mean vMix. I'm running a playlist that I can start and stop, and then using vMix shortcuts to my nothing is the only thing that goes through the wavelength is browser and apps and voice chat. And then today, since I was working in my software, I wanted to fix my duo screens so that if I'm talking about one screen, it's prominent, but you can still see the other screen. But when I want to highlight stuff on that second screen, I can switch them. Yes, I can still I can still hear it and turn it down with the headphones. The music is controlled through vMix, but yes, it is being. My headphones are the main audio device or output device, so I can turn that. I can turn that down easily with wavelength. So I did that today. Why is it? Oh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, yes, I need to watch your bus audio because I requested that video and you did that video. I did watch it. I need to watch it more and then tinker with my audio some more. So yeah, that is the plan. I've got so many things going on with little holes here and there I need to kind of tinker with. By the way, have we redone the audio, adding audio to a stinger video yet? Daily chores. Okay, Michelle, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. Oh, well, that happens. I mean, all right, let's so we've got my music. Here, let's just share this so I won. Retracting, balls deep in website. What kind of website are we talking about? Jesus. No, I'm not going to add any bus. I'm just showing you that. Let me go to this one guy's website or YouTube channel. He's supposed to be really good when it comes to streaming shit.
You want to sell your product. Consumers want to see its value.
Hello, my name is David Foster, and I am the original live streaming pro. And today I'm going to be talking about bus audio.
All right, so you can't hear that, right? You guys can't hear that really well. But I can go into
Create, or even the PreSonus Revelator, anything that gives you audio routing options. This makes it easy for you to send specific audio sources to different places. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So I personally use bus
sorry, that guy's a
audio
douche
for my
and doesn't
music
pay
and
people.
my chat.
That has not been my experience.
My personal productions
has not been my experience.
Some of the productions that I've set up remotely, I do
that
as well.
Guy,
so the Morning Invest show that I do with my friend Clayton Morris over on youtube.com/Morning Invest. I produce that show, and in that show,
is a pretty cool dude in my book, man.
Certain
I'm just
elements
saying.
to Clayton so he can hear it in his ears. Even though we're not using vMix for the production, we're using
I control the browser
for video elements, and
which is really like that. So it is loud and it's loud in my ears right now
with vMix. So first of all,
I can turn it down.
To get into the bus
I can
audio
turn it
section,
down, and I'm turning it down, and it's going down in my ears.
And then you're going to go to audio outputs.
You guys,
and as you can see here, I leave my master output in my headphones to default. You could, if you wanted to.
It did not increase the music volume in my ears.
So I could change this if I wanted to be Beacon headphones right here. Beacon headphones.
This increases everything in my ears.
My master output, I would probably leave if I wanted to. Now I'm not going to be able to update this stuff to show you because it wants you to restart vMix every time you update these. So, but I'm just going to explain how I have it set up, why I have it set up that way, and how it could work for you. Like again, if you have the Go XLR or some kind of audio routing tables, it doesn't matter if it's a plug-in, a software, or a physical device.
This will increase and decrease everything in my ears.
Create. These options will work. So
but then I go up here and
back to
increase,
default, so
you
it doesn't
know,
ask me to save. So as you can see, I got chat coming out of A,
or
and music coming out of B.
I can unlink it
and then I have all of these others that
turn
I have
that down
too.
so I
got all
can
the way
still
down
hear
to a
it.
G,
But I want to be able to hear that,
I
at,
can
you know,
use.
at the same
So
level as everybody
I could
else.
say, you know, if I wanted, a
Yeah,
certain
and I'll do
camera
that.
audio or something to go to something else, I could make that go to.
I will do that. That'll be a project for next week, along with the squirrel project. And folks, if you want to become a part of a great community, if you are a content creator and you need help with your content creation, you want some advice, whether you're just starting out or not. Yes, David, every time I'm involved in something, you know, somebody will say something in the chat about a different topic, and I go from on topic to, hey, if you ever seen the movie Up and know the character of Doug, Doug would be talking to somebody and all of a sudden go, squirrel. And so that's kind of what I do. I'll be talking about something and, you know, somebody will mention, you know, just something totally that not on subject, and I'm squirrel. So, yeah. No, I do not look like the main character of Up either. So whoever said that, I heard you. I heard you. I only look like that character when I wear the glasses. Yes, well, the project that we decided we were going to work on is somehow using if this, then that to create a way for the audience to trigger an alert. That if I start to get off topic or that they can do something that then creates a graphic and sound on screen of a squirrel. It's much like I did with the groundhog on your Overland Geeks storage video. Because you said day 2 twice. So, yeah. And now I have no clue what I was talking about before. Bus audio. Bus audio, right? Got to fix the bus audio. I was showing the screens of my Duo screens. We were kind of brainstorming a little of the new names. How about the weirdo and the beardo? But Alex is, you know, Alex obviously has the beard, but Danny's not really weird, but she has the ears. The ears and beard show. Up was a tripping movie, and I haven't done mescaline since the early days. I read that at first as Up is a tipping movie, and I haven't done masculine since the early 90s. All right, we got a lot of crap on screen here. Do some cleanup. Oh, why did that not get selected? All right. You are no longer in the picture. Welcome back, Lori. Oh, David. I asked, you might have answered me in workplace the other day. Are we bringing back the 3 C's? Is there a way to take lettering off? I mean, I wonder, heck, is there a way to scrub graphics from stuff? I like it, but it's just not relevant anymore, I guess. Or do we just keep it for nostalgia's sake? All right, cool. So I could start creating stuff with the 3 C's. This is what you need to do, Lori. Lori, this is what you need to do, Lori. We talked about this before. David's gonna agree with everything I'm about to say, because that's who's talking right now. David. Why is David talking? Because I listen and I learned. Do I execute very well? Maybe not. I'm willing to admit that. The 3 C's. Commit, create, connect. I had to remember that shit. Commit, create, connect. You need to commit, Lori. You need to commit to creating content for 6 months, at least. Don't worry about being prepared. Use what you have. Use what you have, Lori. You know, it's fine if you want to clean up, you know, your graphics or whatever, but don't wait. Start creating content now. You're going to create hundreds of crappy videos, do hundreds of crappy streams. They're going to be shite. Okay? It's going to be shite. Why is it going to be shite? Because everyone's is shite when they start off. They don't get to this level. Look, I'm not saying I'm at a great level either. I am not the end all be all of, by any means. I take my cues from people that know what they're doing, like David, like Alex, and other people. Commit to creating the content. Then create. Get out there and create. Do those videos. Post them. Get some feedback. Each time you do that, you learn. How am I doing, Dave? How am I doing, David? How am I doing? I would like to think that, because I am, David is confident in me that at least I execute some of what he feels makes good content. So, Lori, if you're going to do it, let's do it. Let's do it. Get you a little corner set up. Clear out you a little corner somewhere. I can tell you the story of one of the most annoying guys that David and I know. And you would probably never take tax advice from this guy ever. But he's getting out there. He was doing it. It didn't look great. God knows everybody was trying to help him make it look great. But, I had to have at least a little bit of respect for the guy because he was committed to creating content. Yes, don't focus on being successful. Focus on honing your craft. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Joe. I have no idea. It's going to take a while to be successful. There is no magic pill. There is no magic bullet. There is none, as David would say. The one big thing to do, though, is get in there and participate in the community. Get over to the Gilded. Go to davidfoster.com. davidfostermedia.com, right? Which I was going to do this anyway. Go to David Foster Media. Get in the community. Scroll down. Click the community. Get involved. Start asking questions. Start posting content. Get feedback. I mean, that's what I did, that's what I did. And I committed to, at least 6 months. And I did not reach my goal because the goal I set was creating videos, but I was consistent. Consistency is a key. Commit to creating content consistently for 6 months. Build habits. Also, create content on your schedule, okay? Create it on your schedule. Or I know you work a lot, you know, but carve out a little time each week to maybe talk about some subject you're passionate about. What's up, James? Welcome back. All right, Lori, I'm not going to harp on you anymore about it, but that's my motivational speech. I know you keep talking about you want to do it, you know, and we all can find excuses. I mean, and look, Joseph Clough is good with this too. We all find excuses of why we aren't going to do something. Maybe we're scared of being successful, or we're scared that we're not going to be successful. You know, maybe we're scared we're just not good enough. But again, you know, you get to ask David too, like all the people he's worked with. It's like they started somewhere, you know, and their stuff was horrible in the beginning. But the only way to get better is to do it. And not be scared and failure is not a good word, but not be scared to put yourself out there. And you just have to, you know, understand that, you know, you're only going to get better the more you do it. The more you do it. Trust me, I sucked ass. I still kind of do. Just, you know, on my OnlyFans. I did not say that. I didn't say that. Don't clip that. Oh, there's no, I'm on Twitch. You can't clip that. Anyway. $10. All right. Look, everything I know, I learned from David. All right. Everything I know, I know from David. I mean, I am, I can't tell you how much, I appreciate David. Again, one day I was looking, because I was wearing glasses. I wear contacts right now, but I wear glasses, and I was having problems with, you know, my lights being reflected. And I was like, how do you get rid of that? And I did a Google search, and a YouTube video popped up. This dude, a little bit more heavy set back then. Dude, with white glasses, and yeah, I'm on my fourth, James. I'm on my fourth. Yeah, this dude with white glasses, you know, came up and was like, who's this guy? You know. And but he was wearing glasses, and you know, it was how do you set up your lights, you know, and for wearing glasses, and that's how I learned how to set up my lights from David's video on that. It's really funny. It's really funny that one day I was into streaming. You know, got into streaming, and this is, you know, to do on Twitch, to do gaming stuff, and I would watch Twitch at work, and one day I saw the dude with white glasses on Twitch. Yes, it was David. It was you, David. Just quit being coy. Jesus. And so I started, you know, participating in the community. I was really just trying to be someone who annoys David. That was my goal, to be just one of those kind of trolls. I'm still a troll. I'll admit it. I'm a troll. And here's what's really funny. Here's what's really funny is I would watch David on Twitch, the old Creators Guild Twitch stuff. And then I started watching on YouTube also. But my friend, one of my coworkers, was watching Clayton on Morning Invest all the time, right? And because I walked in one day, I was like, "Hey, that's that dude from Fox News," and he said, "Yeah, he has this YouTube channel now that he does, investment stuff." So, oh, cool. And I'd watch it on and off, but I didn't realize at the time that David produced the show, was running the show. So I'm over here watching David do, the Creators Guild, his thing, right? And then my buddy's watching Morning Invest with Clayton. And then one day I was watching, or I went in to talk to my friend, and he was watching Morning Invest, and all of a sudden I hear David's voice, and I'm like, is that David? Because I don't think I had realized at the time that you were doing Morning Invest, David, with Clayton. And now it's just funny. It's just kind of that strange kind of path or twist of fate, or that I now get to work with one of the in my opinion, one of the top, live streaming influencers, and a great news show. So Lori, what I'm trying to get at is get in there, participate in the community, get active, start doing some content, get feedback. There's a lot of great people. I mean, a lot of people in my chat. You have Dr. Energy with the BU Network. You had Xanthi, who's in here. Alex from the Politics Show. We have Ryan. Ryan is trying to get, is doing it, right? He's doing it with his, with his church and the stuff that he's doing. So, there's a lot of folks who are in that same boat, and who are, we're all rowing towards that same, in that same direction, that are doing this. Lots of people are here to help. All right, folks, it's 10:16. I did some work on Kevin's logo. He didn't show up. Hopefully he'll watch the replay. I did a lot of swirling, but I gotta run and do some stuff, and other people want to get some stuff done, and in order for them to do that, I got to be off stream because they make too much noise. James Figueroa used to wear sunglasses at night. Nice. I still don't have a good intro video. I don't, yes, do an intro video. But I didn't even have a feature video, but I still don't have a great video that I have that says, "Hey, this is my channel." I need to do one. So anyway, get out of here. Get at it. Go do something that's really worthwhile, instead of sitting here listening to me ramble on about shit. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for all the support. And I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to work on some more logo stuff for Kevin tomorrow. So 8 AM CST. Go enjoy the day, and I will catch you later. I'm kind of hungry now. I kind of want steak. Rawr. All right. Peace.